Well, there we go, guys. We're good to go. It's our 75 litres. G'day, whānau! We're out to Channel Island this morning. Looking for some good green and golds. Hopefully there's a visit better than this, because this was straight food. Remember the theory, bacon and egg pies extend your rentals by 5 minutes. They did 3 minutes last time.
Look at the state of it.
That's crazy. Right. I think it's going to go off. He kicked it down, bro. What's he got, a kingy, mate?
I don't know, bro. Oh!
Off?
Ah!
I think mine's bigger.
No, but do you want to have a sword fight?
Oh, we're going to snap each other off here. Hold up, what have we got?
I don't know what you're trying to touch around here. Hey, you! Oh! Okay, mine's getting
good,
a bit of heat, bro.
We're good.
Mine is not wanting to come up, eh?
Drop it back down there. Bit of colour there.
Oh, it's a kingy.
Oh, that's alright. I'll tell you this one, there's other ones.
Is it under? Yeah, it's under.
Yeah, the lights have got away. Can you net him quick?
Yeah, bro.
Nice, bro. Oh, if they are here, imagine what's like there.
I know.
That's maybe what you had, mate. Maybe.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yo,
What a snap, brother!
What a
bro, I'll
snapper.
take that. Happy.
Is it slightly better than being stuck behind a desk?
Yeah, no, it's up there.
Oh, it's up there. It's up there. Hey, you find the birds, you find the fish.
Yeah, Mike.
Surely
It's a
maybe
small
have
setup
like
though, eh? So
geared up for some slightly bigger.
a 5 kilo fish will pull him like that, but that's a good fish though. That's a good fish. Here he comes. Oh, you just hooked him, you just hooked him, bro.
Good job, dude.
Coil!
Nah, this is all
Thanks,
cool,
my
mate.
bro. Thanks, my bro. Mate, it's a team effort, because without Mr. Matt Boyer, we wouldn't be here.
Hey,
Hey,
there we go, guys. There's our snap for this morning.
beautiful snapper. Well, let's water it on the way down. So we're in 60 metres of water. Yeah, probably hit it at about the 30 metre mark.
Oh my word.
Look at Mike's one, there's a nice snapper too.
Oh, yours got a
Shoo!
Nice big, bro.
on that small rig. Oh,
That's a slayer, mate. He's a slayer.
that is an absolute grab. Well, Mike, you know what? You have to sacrifice yours to get the humdinger. Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we're actually letting that one go.
Yep. We can go home now.
12 pounder. Quite yourself down it. 50% tax on,
Yeah,
maybe more, 70%.
maybe more.
So we might just have to smoke the wings and yeah, straight in the smoker. But Rudy's got a bit of a story to tell on his donker.
Yeah, well, Mike was on. Mine just came through, so I guess you have to sacrifice that one for this one. So yeah, great fish, great fish. Really stoked with it.
Hey guys, first dive of the day. So heading down, just subbing down, bit of an orientation dive just to figure out where the fish are, where the bait fish are, what depth they're at. As you can see, there are quite a few bait fish around, which is an awesome sign. And so I'm just using flicking the rubbers here just as an attraction technique, doing a little bit of grunting, scoping out the area. You can see there's quite a few koheru in that water column there, which is a good sign. They're lit up, maybe a predator around, but yeah, early on, good signs. Just getting the lungs working, prepared for the next dive and throughout the day. So yeah, getting a good scope of what's under the water and where we can expect to see those kingfish.
So here we go, guys. First fish of the day. It was a single fish that came newting underneath me, straight onto the flasher, right amongst the bait. Did a nice slow approach down on it, hit it front forward, just behind the head. A real good shot. I actually thought I stoned it with the shot, but kicked into second gear and pulled me right into the shallows, which was a bit of a worry for me, being that the fish was 25 plus. My strategy for fighting this fish now had to change. So luckily we had the Widowmaker float on the boat, so seeing that I was clipped onto my belt reel and I'm diving with a reel gun as well, I tensioned off the reel on my gun, signaled for the boat. Maddie with a great throw grabbed the float and clipped it onto the actual shooting line in front of the barrel to stop the fish from taking any more line and reefing me up. So when the fish actually ran, all I could do was just let go of the shooting line and it fought against the float. It's a real good tactic, but you have to make sure that your shot is really solid. You can imagine clipping the float on if you had a really bad shot in the tail and it would rip out and you would lose the fish. So this tactic only works with a really good shot. Make sure that shooting fish over 20 to 25 kilos really heightens the safety aspect of diving. You always want to make sure that you have a buddy or a safety diver around. As you can see in this clip, Mike's putting in the safety shot. It's a real good shot, subdues the fish, and now you have a way better chance of actually landing that fish. Yeah, so also line management, shooting big fish, really important. You want to be conscious of the line in the water all the time. As you can see, what I like to do is either I'm swimming in small little circles, always palming the line away from me, never back onto my legs or onto my weight belt or my reel. Always palming the line away from me. Also works if you're diving in a bit of current. You want to swim slightly up current so the line always lays behind you, like I do. Also I swim in little circles, like I say, or squares. It works either way. Yeah, getting the fish in your hands, get your hand in the gills as soon as possible. Normally this will subdue the fish, and then yeah, get that knife in the head, put that fish out of its misery as soon as possible. And using these tactics, it's a real good way, real sure way of landing some real good fish out there. So, and always remember, dive safe and straight spears.
Nice work, mate. Woohoo!
Right guys, so this is Mike's first fish that he got. Actually shot this fish off my second one. Sadly didn't get that on footage. I had a small shoal of fish come right underneath me. I managed to get a good shot in the one that I had, and these fish just hung around and gave Mike the opportunity to put a spear into his one.
So I'm finning down to the fish. They're around about 9 or 10 meters in depth. I see a couple come through, target the back one, which is the biggest, and I'm not quite steady enough because I'm still finning, so I just take my time, level out, and then get a nice secure shot on that front fish. So just kicking my way back to the surface, and I can see there that Rudy's obviously got his fish on as well, so it's a CAG double up.
Yeah, I mean, it was so good having such a good skipper as well. As you can see in the footage, the boat is always right by us. And seeing as they went double up and there was a couple sharks in the area, it was so good to have Matt there, like, and having such a good skipper, yeah, on the spot. And then, you know, we have the man on the drone filming everything from the top. So it was an all good day all around. Normally we don't go double up, you know, as Mike was mentioning to me earlier.
Yeah, we're normally one up, one down, but on this occasion, which was pretty rare, we both had fish on at the same time. It was a pretty exciting period of time. Ant's had the drone up, so he's got some amazing footage from up above us, and yeah, you can see us in action there getting towed around by the fish.
The safety aspect of this is I was on the boat now, and I've just boated my fish, and next thing I hear Mike shouting out, like barking obviously at the shark that came in on his fish, and from the next clips it's pretty much self-explanatory.
Yeah, so as you can see here, the fish gets a bit of action or attention from below. Is a bronze whaler circling around, curious, as you can see, just sort of tailing the fish up. I'm trying to bring the fish in as quick as I can, get it away from the shark.
That's a gnarly footage, mate.
Yeah, so the shark comes right up and just have to flick it off with the fins, which deterred it long enough for me to get the kingfish in nice and close to the body. The shark subbed down and disappeared into the deep. And Matt, once again, Johnny on the spot, was able to bring the boat across, and we were able to dispatch the fish on the surface. So yeah, it was a great result, knowing that there were a few sharks around.
Definitely.
Yeah,
definitely. And having the boat come in so far, so when the boat got there, I actually jumped in, and as I jumped in, I saw that the motor or the sound of the boat actually scare the shark away. So that gives us a lot of time to actually bleed the fish, sort the spear out, handle the line. And as you see, I jump in and we go back to back, and we try and be safe in this scenario. And I'm always guarding, reloading my gun at the same time, just keeping an eye out for all that trouble. So you know, you always want to stay aware in these scenarios. Double up situations are not the best situations when there's sharks around, but you always want to do your best to try and get the fish on the boat and do it as safely as possible. So yeah,
for sure. And we were very mindful. We weren't actually gutting the fish in the water, so really trying to minimise the opportunity for sharks to come in and start having a go at our fish, trying to keep the water there as clean as possible, and getting that fish on board as quickly as we could, making sure that if one of us was shooting, the other one was generally fending off or guarding the fish.
Yeah, like now, as you can see, like I'm back to back with Mike, busy reloading the gun, always staying aware, always looking around, because you know, sharks are opportunists. 9 times out of 10 the bronzie's not going to take the fish out of your hand, but it's the one time that it happens that you're not looking, that something might go wrong. So yeah, staying aware and having a good skipper. Shout out to Maddie. Yeah.
Nice work, mate.
Well on, bro.
You have a fun time there.
No?
You have a bit of fun.
I had a bit of competition there. The old text man. had to go fin to fin with him. That's how we got the job done, so we're on. So Rudy and I jumped back into the water. We hadn't been in the water very long, and Rudy indicated that there was a shoal of kingfish pushing on through. So we've got the free divers loaded up and take a look down, and sure enough there's a beautiful school of haku floating through round about that 9 or 10 metre mark. So get some oxygen into the lungs and then start my sub down into the shoal. From there we can just identify that there's a couple of kingies that come up from the bottom, and then there's one that hangs out to the right hand side. So I just use a little bit of grunting to bring that fish in, and then able to get a good shot near the spine or near the back of the head to control that fish. Literally within 5 seconds there was a shark that had pushed straight up off the bottom, so Rudy subbed straight down to put a fend on that shark, keep it away from the fish. So yeah, the sharks I think were very clued up to what was going on at this point in time. So yeah, Rudy I think in the passage of this scene has actually gone down 2 or 3 times to put some distance between the shark and the fish, so it was super effective. Really good example of the buddy system in action. One is shooting, one is guarding, you keep your fish. So it was awesome to get another fish on board for the guys that weren't diving today.
Alright guys, here we are, here's the result. 2 very beautiful fish, I think they're both over 20. This one could top 25. How long were we in the water for? 10 minutes. I thought this fish was a single fish, came through, hit him top down. I didn't know if the spear had come through, so Mike put the second shot, and then we had a shark come right in, and yeah, he buzzed us right in the shallows, but managed to land the fish. But definitely some really good fish around. I mean, the humdingers. Yeah, at the channel. We'll put the Widowmaker to use, and these kings, as you can see, are thick. They are some fat kingies. Get them on the ruler. It'll be interesting to see what size they are lengthwise, but
Yeah. I think the
look, the size
over 1.7 is 30.
Sharing some quality time here with Rudy and First time in the outdoor shower. Oh yeah, sweet. Roger, that's us, we're clean. Look at the state of this boat. Look at these. There, snappers. Some happy boys in there. Look at them. Put the Widowmaker to use today.
Yeah, I had it clipped on. Put that one there.
The big dog was on the old
It came in so shallow.
Widowmaker, eh? Oh, some Guernsey fish, eh? Plus another 2 in here, eh?
Yeah.
Nice coil. Oh, you're getting stripped. Be a goodie. You on as well, man.
Now we're going sideways. And jump.
Hey! Oh!
There he goes. Shoot him.
Might be onto a decent fish here. We've also got our steak and get a venison sausage. Onto the sausage.
Good sauce.
Good sausage. That's on. Do you want another sausage, mate?
Yes, please.
Rudy's into his one. He's loving life here. Yeah.
Around the other way and put your thumbs up.
Yeah. Can you lie on your back?
Straight legs. Straight legs.
Straight legs to see who's longer.
There you go.
Hey, dude.
Who's on